welcome to Chapter 9, Lesson 9. Today we're going to be estimating sums and differences of mixed numbers. Nice. Now remember, a mixed number is just a number that has a whole number, 9, and a fraction, 3/4. And notice how I want to write my 9 and my 3/4 about the same size. Right, so the 9 should be the biggest number, and then 3/4 should be about the same size as my 9. Sometimes I get kids that are like 9 and 3/4, and then sometimes that's a little hard to read. So if you could work on that, please. All right, let's get started. Lucita and Alexis went scuba diving for 7 1/3 hours. The next day, they went scuba diving for 4 and, don't write over the number, Mrs. Hamer, 4 2/3 hours. About how many hours did they spend scuba diving altogether? So what we're going to do here is we're going to be rounding each mixed number to the nearest whole number. Okay? So 1/3 is less than a half, so 7 1/3 is going to round to 7. 2/3 is greater than a half, so 4 2/3 is going to round to 5. 7 and 5 is about 12. Well, it is 12. So that tells us that 7 1/3 plus 4 2/3 should be about 12. Notice the wavy equal sign. We've talked about that one before. So we'll put 12 down here. Lucita and Alexis spent about 12 hours scuba diving altogether. One sea anemone is 3 1/4 feet across, while a second sea anemone is 5 3/4 feet across. About how much longer across is the second anemone? Okay, so 5 3/4, that 3/4 is greater than a half, so it's going to go to add 1 to my whole number, so it's going to be about 6. And 3 1/4, the 1/4 is less than a half, so that's going to round down to 3. 6 minus 3 is about 3. So 5 3/4 minus 3 1/4 should be about 3. The second sea anemone is about 3 feet longer across than the first sea anemone. All right, let's keep going. Estimate by rounding each mixed number to the nearest whole number. So less than a half, so that's going to round down to 2. Greater than a half. So what would be a half in this case? 4/8. This one's bigger, so I'm going to round that up. So 3 plus 1 is going to get me to 4. 2 plus 4 equals 6. So it is about 6. Here I have 5 2/9. 2/9 is less than a half, so I'm going to round that one down to 5. 3 2/3, bigger than a half, so I round up. So that's going to be about 4. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So the answer is about 1. Answer is about 6. 5 3/5. 3/5 is greater than a half. So I'm going to round up to 4. 1/5 is less than a half. So I'm going to round down and keep it 1. 4 and 1 is 5. So that means my fraction, my mixed numbers, is going to be about 5. So just a real quick thing here. When I'm looking at mixed numbers, I look first, like let's plot 3 3/5 on a number line. Okay, so 3 is going to be between 3 and 4. 3 3/5. So I have to cut 3 and 4 into 5 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here, right here is where 3 3/5 lies. Okay, because I have 3 as my whole number, so I know I have 3, and then I'm adding a little bit to that. So I just wanted you to picture that when I'm asking, is 3 3/5 going to round up to 4 or down to 3? That's what I'm trying to picture in my brain, is where is it on the number line? Estimate, here's the homework pages, so here's some extra examples for you. Estimate by rounding each mixed number to the nearest whole number. So 2 1/5 would round down to 2, plus 6 4/5 would round up to 7. So my answer is going to be about 9. 5/12. Ooh, that's a tricky one because half of 12 is 6. So 5/12 is less than a half. So I'm going to round this one down to 6. 1/12 is really close to 0. So I'm just going to keep that one a 2. And 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, 8/9 is really close to a whole. So I'm going to add 1 to my whole number. So that would be 12 plus 4 1/3. 1/3 is really close to 0, so I'm going to keep 4 the same. So my answer should be about 16. 16. So another thing I want you to be real close to pay close attention to is am I adding or subtracting? I know there's going to be kids that overlook it and say, oh, well, the first one's adding, they must all be adding or whatever. So pay close attention to that, please. Okay, so here 1/6 is close to 0, so I'm going to keep that one a 7. 3/4 is close to 1, so I'm going to add 1 to the 5 to get 6. Subtracting 7 minus 6 is 1. 11/18, so half of 18 is 9. So 9/18 would be a half, 11 is bigger. So that one's going to round up to a whole, plus 6 1/10. 1/10 is really close to 0, so I'm going to keep that a 6 and get 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. 15 1/3. 1/3 is close to 0, so I'm going to keep that a 15. And then I have 5/8 here. Half would be 4/8, so 5/8 is greater than a half. So I'm going to add 1 to my whole number, and so I'm subtracting 3. 15 minus 3 is 12. Right, I do have some more word problems for us to take a look at. Okay, so for exercises 7 and 8, use the pictures shown. So I have 14 9/16 inches. Half of 16 would be 8, so this is a little more than a half. 11 13/16, we know that's greater than a half. And 8 1/4, that would round down to 8. So let's do that. 14 9/16 is about 15. 11 13/16 feet is about 12 feet. And 8 1/4 feet is about 8 feet. About how much taller is the birdhouse than the swing set? Okay, so the birdhouse is 15, swing set is 12. So if I were to see about how much taller is it, 12, not 2. I would say it is about 3 feet taller. About how much taller is the birdhouse than the tree house? Oops, I did the wrong one. I'm going to put an arrow down here, and then I was doing, sorry. Okay, let's do this one then. The birdhouse and the swing set. So I should be doing 15 minus 8, which is 7 feet taller. So that one's supposed to go there, that one's supposed to go down. Read the questions carefully. Didn't I just get done saying that? And then I didn't do it myself. All right, let's do another one. Juan is organizing sports card into boxes. His sports cards in boxes. He has 2 2/3 boxes of baseball cards. Okay. 1 5/6 boxes of football cards and 2 1/5 boxes of basketball cards. Which collections of cards would fit in 4 storage boxes? Okay, so I'm noticing if we want 4, I can't do 2 1/5 and 2 2/3 because that would be more than 4. So let's do this. 2 2/3 is about 3 for baseball. Okay, and 2 1/5 is about 2 for basketball. 1 and 1/5, 1 and 5/6 is about 2 for football. Okay, so the question is which of these can he fit into 4 boxes? Okay, so he could fit basketball and football and football into 4 boxes. How do I know that? Because it's about 2 for basketball and about 2 for football. So that'd be about 4. And then it says about how many boxes will it take total. If I add them all together, I would get 7 total boxes. So he would need about 7 total boxes to fit all his cards. And there we have it. Thanks for watching.